We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It's the finale of this three-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Kyle Hendricks starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Colton Wong will stand in. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Underway now on this Sunday night as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Tommy Edman waits on deck. Good battle. Count remains full. And he lays off. Ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitcher throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the one out. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
3-0 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now.
If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the 3-0 offering. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Lifetime against this particular arm. He has 9 base hits in 18 at-bats. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. He's set and the pitch. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. Bryant aboard here at first with nobody out. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Two balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1.
Count is 3-1.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. Runners on the move for second. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is O'Neill. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You know, I'm really impressed with what Wilson Contreras is doing. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
And that brings up Javi Baez, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Popped him up. Goldschmidt in foul ground. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Second home run early in the year as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward.
The right fielder.
As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Hayward, 30 years of age. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-1.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Fouled off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. All set for the start of the inning. Into the box now, Paul DeYoung. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Hit sharply on the ground. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. In the outfield, Jason Hayward, elite defender. Takes amazing routes to the ball, unbelievable arm, a guy you need playing defense for you.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He sends it on the ground softly to the left. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tyler O'Neill. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 2-0. The next Cub up, David Bodie, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Fouled away. The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Now a swing and a ground ball for Wong at second. And there's one away.
Batting seventh, no left fielder, Ian Happ.
So digging in now, Ian Happ. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Bases are empty, one man out. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He certainly got this guy on the defensive.
And it's fouled away. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Albert Almora waits on deck. One out, nobody on. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
So here's Albert Almora next. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-1 after the foul ball there.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Kyle Hendricks is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Liner towards second, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. So stepping in, Brad Miller. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Brad Miller.
First pitch on its way. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. 0-2 the count to Miller.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Almora is there, 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the pitcher digs in next. It'll be Jack Flaherty. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. Grounded softly down the line toward first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading up.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant. Here comes the first pitch.
No, inside.
Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Fouled off. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball foul down the left side. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt here. A runner at first with no outs here. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The batter, number 9.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. From the stretch. swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, a double play. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. 3 innings complete. The Cubs lead this one 2-0. So striding in, Colton Wong. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. It's in there, and the Cardinals look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Now batting, third baseman, Tommy Edman.
At the plate, Tommy Edman, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
On the outside, Black, good pitch called for a strike.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
1 man gone for the Cardinals in the 4th. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. From the belt, the pitch. The 0-1 delivery. The short, hit hard. Baez has it, and that's the second out. Ready now, Paul DeYoung. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped him up. Bryant over to his right. And that ends the inning. Cards leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Striding in once again, Wilson Contreras. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
I have no problem with that pitch right there. He was definitely getting confident in the box. He had just gone deep his previous at-bat. Maybe he started leaning out over the plate a little bit too much.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1.
Ball, that's outside.
The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now the payoff pitch home. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Fouled away. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. The next 0-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Digging in now, David Bodie will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here, with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Ready with the 0-1. In the dirt that time, but a good block there by Molina to keep it close. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that'll fall for a base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
First delivery to him on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Hops this one up. And this is going to dunk in out there, a base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And he'll get in there safely.
Now batting, third baseman,
Genesis Cabrera answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
For the Cardinals, number 92, Genesis Cabrera.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Cabrera stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. 0-1, here's the pitch. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike. Bryant is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 3 runs already home here. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Bounce towards the second baseman. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Tyler O'Neill comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
3-1 to the Cardinals left fielder. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
The right fielder, number 15. Brad.
Digging in to try it again. Brad Miller, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this will be fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit back toward the mound. Baez ranging to his right. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate.
Leading up for the Cubs, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
first offering on its way.
Ball.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. To 2-2 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. Struck him out. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Here's Javier Baez as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Chopped toward the second baseman. Wong to his right. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Now the pitch. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Jairo Munoz will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 3-1.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Popped him up. Rizzo over to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. Changeup called strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Outside, 2-1. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1-2-3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. John Brebbia enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
Bottom of the inning now. At the plate, Jason Hayward. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So in now for Chicago, David Bodie, who came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a living.
He's set. Here it comes. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike one. From the stretch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 0-2 home. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Nobody out, runner on first. And he got him.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
In now, Ian Happ. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Ready for another shot now, Albert Almora. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Here now the 2-2. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll hurry back to second here as he was wise to not push it that time. Now the 3-2 pitch. Got him swinging. The throw. Not in time. And how about that for daring? It's a 2-out double steal. Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Hendricks. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
First offering on its way. Ball 1.
No strike.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Wong is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand a couple, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Settling in now, Tommy Edman will start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
So striding forward now, Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he takes ball 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 11.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Yadier Molina would be next. And this one's taken for ball 4. So good work there as the Redbirds have got a 2-out base runner.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Yadier Molina. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
1-1 the count now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line drive to left. But this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. Cards leave 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Alex Reyes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 29.
In now, Chris Bryant. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Fouled off. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
So now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he fouls this one off. Into right field, that's a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
He's set, and the pitch. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt here. Runners on first with one down. A ball and 2 strikes.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First delivery to him on the way. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled away. And there he goes towards second. Lifted in the air to right field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Coming to the plate now, Tyler O'Neill. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
2-0.
2-0.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Standing in now, Brad Miller, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Happ has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Now at the plate, Harrison Bader. He was a ground-out victim last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Almora is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Lane Thomas will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 35, Lane Thomas.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he falls behind 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Andrew Miller is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 21, Andrew.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Stepping up now, Jason Hayward. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. From the stretch, way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
You see that so much, left on left matchup. That slider down in a way that you get a bad swing on it. There's so many few left-handed hitters that are willing to drive the ball up the middle the other way.
1-1 the count. Now here's the pitch.
Count 2-1.
Miller, a 6'7" left-hander. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Full count. 3-2.
David Bodie waits on deck. And here's the 3-2 from him. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Now to the plate, David Bodie. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is O'Neill. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Up next to the count.
At the plate, Ian Happ. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. A bouncer to the left side, reined in. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Stepping into the box, Colton Wong. And his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Baez is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
The third baseman.
Digging in, Tommy Edman. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact.
Oh, and he misses it. Around second now and headed for third. The relay. Throw won't get him.
Man, this guy must be living right. That should have been an out, but now he's standing at third with a big smile on his face. They're going to rule it an error, and that's a costly one, too.
So it's a lone runner all the way over at third after the error. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile, the run is in to score from third.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run that doesn't mean a whole lot.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Line toward the gap in left center, but he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Kyle Hendricks takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Jack Flaherty couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for